Jeremy Makundi is here. Karibu sana. So this is our students and happy to hear.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing today? Hey, where's the energy, man? How are you doing today? Yeah. All right. My name is Jeremy Makundi. Before I start, I'll just kindly want you guys just to repeat these words after me. I am the ignition. Louder. I am the ignition. All right, okay, so let's start. I only have 20 minutes. Now, I think most of you are between the age of 14 and 17, is that correct? Safe to assume? All right, so I'm here to speak about a story about we all are free to choose. All right, and choices are available to us every day. But the consequences that come with it, you don't get to choose those consequences. All right, and I speak this because we all have willpower. And you have to exercise your will stronger than any other influence that surrounds you. When I was 14 years old, I made a choice. And I chose to introduce alcohol into my life. All right? And this is a story amongst many people around you, many people your age, whether in this school, in other schools. And it starts off as one of those things like, my friend is doing it, I can do it. I see it happening with my big brother or my bigger sister, I will do it. And it starts off slowly. Now it always starts off as a choice, as a free will, fun choice. But little do you know that turns into a habit. And habits creep in slowly, and they grasp, they take a hold of your day-to-day routines. They replace what used to be priorities, and that becomes a priority now. And what you don't realize is that small decision, especially at this age, in high school, you're making decisions that are gonna affect your next 4 years. And once that takes place, trust me, that decision will affect you for a very long time. So the decision that I made when I was 14 affected me for the next 28 years. Just by simply saying, I'm just going to have a drink with my friend. I'm going to fit in. So I finished high school. It was just a joke. I joined university. It was cool. The first year went well. It was fun. I was the party guy. I never missed going to the club. Be the guy dancing on tables. You're laughing, huh? It seems like, okay. And I'll be out there, and it became cool. You build a circle of friends. You start forgetting that the gifts that God has blessed you with are more important than chasing laughs, building relationships that have no value, that don't align with any of your values that you've been raised with. So my second year, I start failing. Got my first F, but I didn't think much of it because I could redo it. But again, why I was so comfortable with that F is because the guys I'm hanging out with are also getting Fs. All right? So these are your friends. And this is why they say, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. All right? So I go on like that. I took 5 years in university for a 3-year course. I never finished. I'm a dropout. But because I was intelligent, because I also had interests that I was really into when I was younger. I was able to get out of university and secure jobs, and good jobs, but these jobs didn't last because drinking became a priority. The common denominator between me and my friends was alcohol. It wasn't progress, it wasn't growth, it wasn't thinking about the future. Now, when you get to a point when all your friends that you party with for a good 10, 15 years, and you don't know the name of their children, you don't know where he lives or they live. He's married, but you don't know his wife's name. You don't know anything personal from this person that can actually help you move from stage A to stage B. Then you have a problem. So the issue here today is not really about my story. My story is a very common story amongst many people. But my thing today is about choices. The choices you make will make or break you. And this is why I told you to say that I am the ignition. You are the ignition of everything going forward in your life starting today. The people you want to hang out with will determine where you're going to head. Don't ever feel embarrassed about who you are and your strengths. One of the things that drove me to drinking was I used to get bullied because those days we didn't have, and I'm talking of 1993 to 96, 97, all right? We didn't have phones, but I was a guy. I used to read encyclopedias. That was fun for me. The same way you're scrolling now and getting information, that was my scrolling, going through encyclopedias. But people found that to be nerdy, weird. And I let that strength of mine be overcome by those who felt that that was not cool. And drifted on and started hanging out with people who, to this day, I can tell you, they're not in a good state. So one, be very aware of the relationships that you make. Set goals. Align those goals with your values. Do not negotiate your values for friendships. I'll repeat that. Do not negotiate your values for friendships. Number two, live your life intentionally. Don't just wake up and just let your day pass just by chance. Don't. All of you are here because you're very privileged to be in this place of education today. Not many kids actually have an environment like you do. I'm even very lucky my daughters, I managed to get out of the situation and got them a good education. My daughters, they're aged like you. My firstborn is 17, my secondborn is 15. But they have learned the hard way about not taking things for granted. It's very easy for one of you to say, I have another chance tomorrow. Because you do. You have loving parents. They'll take care of you. It's very easy for you, I don't need this now. This doesn't interest me. So you play around with your books. And the reason why you're playing around with your books and make these silly decisions is because education is not a priority. The minute, I know there are people here, and I don't even need to go too far. You know, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You see? And a few other places. Now, if that is your lifestyle, it means you don't have priorities. Education is not your priority. You're just thinking and being comfortable with the privilege that you have. Privilege can be swept off your feet like this. And regret will send you to a grave faster than you think. Live your life intentionally. Lay down your path today. Follow it. Follow it like it's the last thing that it's like grasping for air. Because the decisions that you make today that you don't want to make are what are going to give you a life of freedom that you want to do the things that you want to do. But the more you play around, as much as you hate being told what to do, I will guarantee you, if you play around with this opportunity, you will be in that position where you will be told what to do every day. And that's not a good feeling. When you have to make a living because of not what you love, but because of circumstance to survive. So each of you need to go home and just reevaluate your friendships. Reevaluate your goals. Sit down and look at the decisions. I mean, how many of you have said no or yes to someone for something that you didn't want to do? Thank you for being honest. Yeah, how many? All right, okay. And after you made that decision, how did you feel? Simmer down, guys. After you made that decision, I don't need an answer. This is more rhetorical, but I'm very sure you went back and really felt like what I just did goes against who I am. Now, if you're such a friend and you're making a decision that where you have to go and ponder that this goes against who I am, my friend, you've been answered. God has just given you a warning, a red flag, that this is not the person you're supposed to be next to. All right? So it all starts here. We're looking at this age, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I have time. It's okay. I can do this. John does this. Michelle does that. It's okay. 5 years from now, you're going to remember your days here. And you're going to remember, there's nothing that hurts as much as when you remember where you went wrong. And you can't go back and change it. So I'll go back to what I said in the beginning, that we all are free to make choices. We're all free to make any choice that we want. You choose. But we are not free to the consequences of that choice. So guys, choose wisely, stay blessed, flip the script.